They lied to you. They told you sleep was just a biological function, a necessary pause before another day begins. But what if sleep is the very reason your reality never changes? What if, while your body shuts down, your mind is being programmed without your consent? Every night, whether you realize it or not, your subconscious is wide open, absorbing everything like a sponge. But who is feeding it? Your desires, or the fears, doubts, and illusions designed to keep you trapped. Think about it. If sleep were truly just rest, why did the greatest minds in history, Tesla, Edison, Da Vinci, deliberately use the twilight state to access hidden knowledge? Why do secret societies, ancient mystics, and those who quietly control the world guard this knowledge so fiercely? Because sleep is a portal, a bridge to the unseen, and those who understand it, truly understand it, hold the power to bend reality itself. While the masses dismiss dreams as meaningless hallucinations, the initiated know the truth. Sleep is the most powerful moment of manifestation. The instant you drift between wakefulness and unconsciousness, your mind is no longer bound by time, space, or limitation. It begins shaping the next sequence of your existence, aligning unseen forces to construct your waking life. But here's the terrifying part. Most people are doing this on autopilot, reinforcing the same cycles of lack, struggle, and limitation. Not because they choose to, but because they don't even know they're doing it. Ask yourself, when was the last time you deliberately controlled your thoughts before sleep? Not just random affirmations, not wishful thinking, but a precise, focused, emotionally charged command to the subconscious? The law of attraction doesn't pause when you close your eyes. In fact, it multiplies. And if you don't program your mind before sleep, someone else will. Social conditioning, past trauma, limiting beliefs, they creep in, hijacking your subconscious like a virus, dictating your actions, your luck, your financial situation, your relationships. This isn't superstition. This is science, ancient knowledge, and elite wisdom, all hidden in plain sight. The question is, will you keep sleepwalking through life, letting unseen forces dictate your fate? Or will you seize control of the single most powerful manifestation tool ever known? The higher self is always listening, but it only responds when spoken to with intention. And those who master this, those who truly understand how to use sleep, become untouchable. This is why they don't want you to know the truth, because the moment you wake up, even in your sleep, the game is over. They don't teach this in schools, they don't talk about it on the news, and yet those who control reality, the billionaires, the power players, the hidden elite, have been using this method for decades. It's simple, but dangerously effective. It was nearly lost to history, buried beneath layers of distraction, until one man, Neville Goddard, pulled back the curtain and exposed it. The state akin to sleep, SATS. This isn't meditation. It isn't blind affirmations. It's a direct system for planting commands into the subconscious and letting them take root. And once those roots are set, reality has no choice but to bend to your will. This is how it works. First, you must relax completely. Not just physically, but mentally. The world must fade. Distractions must dissolve. You are not here anymore. You are stepping into the invisible. Second, you see what you desire, not as a dream, not as a vague wish, but as something that has already happened. You're not hoping for wealth, you already have it. You're not chasing love, it's already yours. Third, and most crucial, you must feel it. Emotions are the language of the subconscious, and if there is no feeling, there is no creation. You don't just visualize money, you feel the weight of it in your hands. You don't just picture success, you feel the deep, unshakable certainty of someone who has already won. And finally, you let yourself drift into sleep while still immersed in this state. And here's the real secret. This method works whether you believe in it or not. Why? Because your subconscious does not care about logic. It does not question what is real and what is imagined. It only absorbs and executes. Think of it as the most advanced quantum computer ever created, one that is constantly running a program. And that program? It's built from whatever thoughts and emotions dominate your mind before sleep. This is why most people are unknowingly programming themselves into failure, falling asleep to worry, self-doubt, or mindless distractions. They are literally imprinting struggle into their reality without even realizing it. But the few who consciously take control of this moment, who enter SATs every night with intention, start seeing changes that defy explanation. Suddenly, opportunities appear. Money flows in unexpected ways. The right people, the right circumstances, the right timing, it all begins falling into place as if reality itself is responding. But it's not magic. It's simply the law of assumption in its purest form. The higher self has already created every possibility. You are simply choosing which one to step into. This is the knowledge they don't want you to have, because once you master it, you become unstoppable. Science already knows this. The proof is everywhere. But have you ever wondered why they don't talk about it? Why mainstream education never teaches you how your subconscious mind actually works? Why psychology textbooks barely scratch the surface? And why quantum mechanics, one of the most powerful revelations of the modern era, is kept locked behind confusing equations reserved only for the few. Because the moment the masses understand the truth, the system collapses. The greatest illusion ever sold is that reality is fixed, that life happens to you, that you are at the mercy of chance. But in reality, your mind has always been the architect. Here's what they don't want you to understand. Your subconscious mind enters a highly suggestible state just before sleep. This is known as the theta state, a frequency where the brain absorbs information like a sponge, unrestricted by skepticism or logic. Children exist in this state for the first 7 years of their lives. This is why they learn languages effortlessly, pick up behaviors unconsciously, and why childhood conditioning runs so deep. But here's the terrifying part. Most people never break free from the programming they absorbed as children. They carry it into adulthood, living out the same limiting beliefs, never realizing that their subconscious is still being programmed every single night. But here's where it gets even deeper. Quantum physics has already proven that consciousness affects physical matter. The famous double-slit experiment exposed a disturbing truth. Particles behave differently when observed. Meaning, reality is not fixed. It is fluid, shaped by the mind that perceives it. The subconscious is not just a passive recorder of experience. It is an active creator of the world around you. And what is the one moment when your subconscious is completely open, unguarded, ready to receive commands? Right before you fall asleep. Now, ask yourself, why isn't this common knowledge? Why don't they teach this in school? Because if the masses knew, if they truly understood that their thoughts before sleep were shaping their financial reality, their relationships, their success, their entire existence, they would wake up. They would start questioning the narratives, breaking free from societal control, rewriting their lives on their own terms. But that would be chaos, wouldn't it? A world where people are no longer easily manipulated, no longer locked in cycles of limitation. This is why they, the ones who benefit from your ignorance, have spent centuries ensuring that this knowledge remains hidden in plain sight. Because the moment you start using it, you become the one pulling the strings. Now it's time to prove it. No theories, no speculation, just direct experience. For the next 7 nights, you will reprogram your subconscious before sleep and watch what happens. This is not a game. This is not a test of belief. This is a direct command to your reality, and whether you think it will work or not, your subconscious will obey. But there's one rule: you must commit. No skipping, no excuses. If you truly want to see how deep this goes, you need to step into it fully. Are you ready? Night 1-2. Clarity. Before you can manifest, you must know exactly what you want. Not a vague wish. Not "I want more money" or "I want to be happy." You need to choose something specific, clear, undeniable. A reality that leaves no room for doubt. Write it down. Feel it. Make it real. Night 3-4, the Neville Goddard method. Each night before you sleep, you will enter the state akin to sleep. Close your eyes, relax completely. See your desire is already fulfilled. Feel the emotions, gratitude, certainty, excitement. Let it flood your entire being. Then let sleep take you while still immersed in this reality. This is where the law of assumption takes over. Your subconscious will not question it. It will begin aligning reality to match it. Night 5-6. Watch the signs. By now, the first shifts will begin. Synchronicities, gut feelings, unusual coincidences. Pay attention. Maybe a conversation, an opportunity, a sudden shift in circumstances. The universe speaks in symbols. Are you listening? Night 7. The shift. By now, something undeniable will have happened. Something that proves this is not just theory. Reflect. What changed? What doors have opened? What evidence has shown up? This is not the end, it's just the beginning. And now the real question: will you dismiss it? Or will you realize that you've just tapped into something that changes everything? Because if this worked in just 7 days, imagine what's possible in 30, in a year, in a lifetime.